Welcome to one of the league's biggest and brightest venues, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, a fun one on tap for us. It's the LA Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Amir Smith-Marsetts on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who's put quite the career together for himself here in the NFL, Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett has seen some adversity in this league, occasional starting opportunities as well, and he's hung around because he knows how to take care of the football. He can still throw it deep with the best of them, but he's the type of guy you just trust. You trust that he can come in, and he can manage the offense, and he can win a game if needed.
35 on the pickup. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Brissett with it on first. Now here he goes. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Operating from the gun, Brissett. Run is caught. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They sneak it with Brissett. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Trying to run it in, Connor. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Now Brissett to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Shotgun now for Brissett. Near the goal line. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's fourth down.
A 2-yard gain.
You get to that money down, that third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Arizona field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Ryland is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Chargers.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial job of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Oh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now he gets set to see the Cardinal offense for the 2nd time. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Ready to start this drive with Connor. Makes the tackle. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They'll run the counter to Connor. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist and head the other way for a big run.
This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Brissett. Connects with Harrison again. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Brissett keeping this himself. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Going play action here, Brissett. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Catch made. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a 9-point advantage. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Cardinals make it a 10-point ball game.
Cardinals 10, Chargers nothing.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Throwing on first is Herbert. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Okay, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. He's hit before he can get anything on that return. This offense headed back to the field, led by the receiver. That's what worked on the last, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was taken down.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Off the play fake, Brissett. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
3rd down, it's Brissett. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
22 yards. And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
We're set now on 1st and 10. And it's Bourne with the catch outright. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. To the air yet again, Brissett. He can run it. And Brissett gets himself to the ground smartly with enough on the run for a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 1st down, it's Brissett. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Complete to number 14, Michael Wilson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Shotgun handoff to Connor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to Connor. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Operating from the gun, Brissett. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Connor takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Setting up, second and goal. He gets it again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
They've got 3 tight ends out there now. Here's third and goal. Now it's Brissett. He's got it. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Ryland now for the extra point. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Cardinals take a 3-possession lead.
Chargers, nothing.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On return, here comes Davis. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And he's going to take this one back. And he's in for the pick 6 for Arizona. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals make it a 24-point ball game.
Chargers, nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. Escapes the defender. This makes it up to the 25. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Herbert back to it after the pick. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throw is there for a long day Gadsden. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Finds him on the crossing route. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Dicker connects there. And that lowers the lead to 21.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
Their own 35-yard line.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the counter, it's Hampton. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Intended for Quentin Johnston.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
They're up now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Cardinals and running back James Conner headed back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Brissett with it on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't honed the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. He's going for it himself. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Go play action on first down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards a Charger who's still on the field and in some pain. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Brissett keeping this himself. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up third down.
Just a nice little reminder that this QB is more than a passer. They're going to call his number as a runner too, especially if these defenses don't account for it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. On the shotgun, Brissett. Making the call himself. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
We've set it down from 37. First down carry for Conner. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Brissett. He's going to pull this one down and run with it.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Brissett. He's got McBride complete. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
7-yard gain.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here's Brissett to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab and bound.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call, just not on that 3rd down in particular. You need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. The kick by Ryland is good. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Chad Ryland
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Again, it's Hampton. He is down to the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tight end going in motion here. Herbert on 1st down. He's got it near the 8. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Move the chain! Got to move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hampton. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Chargers who have it to start the 4th quarter, but this game seems pretty far out of reach for them. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert from the gun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Here's Herbert leading them to the line, going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
The Cardinals offense making its way out. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Tossing this out to Connor. Gets up the edge to the 35. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
Throwing from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Second down. Here's Brissett again. Jump off, caught by his back. He dodged the tackle. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
That's good.
They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Brissett keeping this himself. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
10 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Off the play fake, Brissett. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. Brissett to throw it. And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
6 yards.
Bend.
It's third
Bend.
down and goal.
Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Intended for Michael Wilson.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. The kick by Ryland is good. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Desperation time here. This is hauled in by Harris. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Now Herbert again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. There's an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. There's a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Herbert to throw once more. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. It's Herbert once more. Hits his tight end on the corner out. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. That's caught at the 4. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Herbert throwing again. And then it's caught in the end zone for the LA Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the Chargers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Chargers 18.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Cardinals hands team secures the football. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Cardinals.
The Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett out again on offense for this next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first.
First and 10.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First and 10 from the 32. There's Connor off the pistol give. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. LA uses a timeout here. It's second.
1 yard.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
At the 31-yard line.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. In the zone read, here's Connor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Chargers sending out a dime look here ahead of this 3rd down. The give now out of the shotgun. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal.
A
49-yarder in front of him here. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. First and 10, Herbert. Ooh, almost to throw the costume. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. 2nd and 10, Herbert trying again. He completes it in traffic. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here he is to throw. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. Going the out route, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one and brings up 3rd down.
He was defended by Garrett Williams.
Looking to throw it. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Throwing now. Into the hands of Jansen. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. Well, Brock, this one certainly had its bright moments. Going to be talking about those in the days to come. Another great game, and we had the good fortune once again of having a bird's eye view to it all.
It's a lot like what they say about golf. There's no such thing as a bad day on the course, and there's no such thing as a bad time calling an NFL game either. These two teams were able to give us some highlights and one exciting game to cover.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.